Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review. And I know we've been doing a lot of French beers this past few weeks, months, but I brought another one. Today we are gonna have a beer from the Brasserie du Mont Blanc. This is one I thought about a while ago, and I thought it was about time to have one of these. Why? This is a older, well, it's not an old brewery, but it is a existing French brewery that recently got taken over by Duvel Moortgat. Story goes that Michel Moortgat, the current head CEO of Duvel Moortgat, his father actually helped found this brewery. The main brewer, the head brewer, was a personal friend of his, and he was about to quit the brewery, and Michel Moortgat got emotional and offered to take over the brewery and keep it as is, as Duvel Moortgat does. This is a special beer in the sense that, or the special brewery in the sense that they use glacier water from the Mont Blanc to brew, so pretty clear water. Another thing that I like is, well, not the fact that it's in clear bottles, obviously, but look at that color. It's already interesting, and this is a beer from the series Couleurs de Montagne. The Couleurs de Montagne is a series existing of 3 or 4 beers. I think they have La Verte, the green one, La Violette, the purple one, and this is not the purple one, this is La Bleue, the blue one. What is so special about this one? This is brewed with that said glacier water and les myrtilles, or blueberries. Now, when we look at this label, this is a very classic French/Swiss label, in my humble opinion. Yeah, it's like a crest for a mountain village, with the Mont Blanc with its face on it here as well. Les Myrtilles, a nice banner, very classic, very cool. Now, what do they tell us on the bottle? La Bleue est le fruit de la combination d'une bière brassée à l'eau des glaciers du Mont Blanc et de la myrtille, puissance aromatique du fruit, tout en conservant son esprit bière. So the blue one is the fruit of a combination of a beer brewed with glacier water from the Mont Blanc and blueberries. Very fruity aroma while conserving the beer spirit. Ingredients, again, glacier water. They want this to be very, very, very clear. I think they say so on the bottle 3-4 times. Yeah, it's on the front as well. So, water, malted barley, corn, oats, sugar, concentrated blueberry juice, 2.5%, and then they say aromas and citric acids. Oh, they actually mention fruit, plant and vegetable extracts as well, but I think that is a main group and they don't have to specify under French law, so I think that this will be some aromas. Okay. I am very intrigued. Let's have a taste. This is a first for me. I think I've never had a beer with a pull tab. Ooh. That was close. Oh, that is extremely aromatic. extremely active, a lot of carbon dioxide, although I thought they don't re-ferment in a bottle, but beautiful color, very deep, I want to say reddish purple actually. A funny thing is that La Violette isn't violet, that one is yellow. And La Verte, the green one, is in fact green. Yeah, beautiful, deep red-purple color. I would actually call this violet, like the violet candies. A lot of carbonation going on, a lot of thick, dense, creamy foam. It's like we have the Mont Blanc in a glass. Although, never eat yellow snow, but I would have some doubts with purple snow as well, because this is a very light gray purple. That's pretty cool. That's a first for me. Now, this may come as a surprise, but this aroma, this scent, this smell is 1000% blueberries. Somewhere in between the candy and the fruit. So it is less acidic than expected, a bit sweeter, but still very pleasant, very nice aroma. Got a speck of dust here. Okay, let me get a spoon and dive right in. Where are my skis when I need them? Oh, that's actually quite nice. And if I sound surprised, that's because I am. I honestly thought that this would suck monkey balls. But no, it's actually surprisingly good. I'm gonna be very honest, I might have been a bit biased, because I read the label and I thought it sounds synthetic, so I expected some synthetic flavors, but it is really okay. Very fruity, very heavy, very dark. Now, what is this, a 5%er? 5.8% ABV, which is a nice amount actually. Oh, we do have some residue on the bottom. So 5%, 5.8% ABV. And honestly, that does shine through. That's nice. They talk about 2.3% concentrated fruit juice. Yeah, definitely that's in there. I don't know which aromas, which extracts that they used. The citric acid that they mention, full disclosure, oftentimes that has nothing to do with the sourness of the beer, but if citric acid is used, you're not necessarily obliged to mention it on the label. I guess in France they are, but normally that is to slightly acidify the water to brew it, because when brewing we want slightly acidic water, and I'm not gonna say pH 3, it's not an acid, but slightly acidic. And the easiest and yeah, the most healthy way to do so is just to add a tiny bit of food grade citric acid. And that is the same citric acid that we use in many foods, in many soft drinks, in candy. So yeah, that does actually happen. But going forth on that, this beer is actually not really sour, not really acidic. There is some slight acidity, but like a candy acidity, a sugary acidity. Yeah, I'm happy when things turn out better than you expect. I honestly thought that this would be a bad review and maybe even a 2 out of 5, but no. Also a very pleasant aftertaste. It's not concentrated enough, or it's not aggressive enough to linger on for too long. So what we get in the aftertaste is just a low-key, fruity, sweet and sour mixture, and that is absolutely very pleasant. The only thing that I might mind here, but bear in mind you'll probably drink this on a terrace in the sun on a ski slope, for example. It's not thirst quenching at all. It is a tiny bit sticky, and it does make me want to order another one, but not another one of these. I think I might follow this up with a Weizen or just some sparkling water, for example. But nonetheless, yeah, a very nice intermezzo. I've said it oftentimes, but these special beers, these, like in this case, blueberry, are very interesting for a tasting, for example, or for a class. So I will keep that in mind. Okay, so the verdict. How should I score this? I am very pleasantly surprised. It did turn out way better than I expected. So I am gonna give this an even 3.5. Well deserved. Also, it is a challenge to brew a decent fruit beer, and if your brewery is based on or founded on a gimmick, and I don't use gimmick in a negative way. I know that the word gimmick has a very negative connotation, but using that Mont Blanc Glacier water is in itself a gimmick. And if your brewery is founded on a gimmick, I think that might lower expectations, or at least it does for me. And that makes it double the pleasant surprise when it turns out good. So, okay, 3.5 it is. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something. If you want to support this channel, share a video, check out the Patreon page, and yeah, I'll see you guys again in the next video. Cheers.